Hello guys, welcome back. How's the day going? I hope it's great. I'm finally back after after a lot of stuff happened. Actually, it was just like weekends and one day, but it honestly felt like forever. So, let me turn on the music and I'll tell you about everything that happened while doing daily stuff. So, let's go. In short, I had some problems with electricity. Okay, so what caused it? Probably what caused it. The weather's changing and it's getting cold, so yesterday first snow came out. That probably caused a power outage for just a small part of our town where I happen to be located in. So in past 3 days, including today, I experienced some problems with electricity. On Sunday, I think, yeah. It was just like few hours and I was like, yeah, fine, okay, you know, whatever. And then yesterday, the reason why I wasn't streaming, they turned off electricity at like 10 a.m. and it was out till today's 10 a.m. The whole day I spent without electricity, and more than that, heating system in my house relies on electricity, so without that there is like no heating, right? So not only that I had to spend a day without electricity and like in dark, but I also had to leave my home to go to my grandma and like, well, spend the night there because, well, she had electricity and yeah. So that's kind of what happened in short, but because of so many things happened, it like kind of threw me off. I'm so confused right now about what's happening. Like, I had some plans. Well, including streaming, including like working on YouTube videos. Also, like my YouTube videos schedule got messed up because of that. Like, first it didn't allow me to, well, do a video on Sunday, then on Monday, and then today I finally did it, made it, and right after I finished it, like 10 minutes after, they turned off electricity again. But yeah, at least I did it. So after things like that throw me off a lot, I need some kind of reset, you know, like start a day and start with usual routine and go all on it. So because of that, I'm not planning to do a long stream today. I'm not sure how long will it be. I mean, if it goes well, yeah, sure. I just expect some like problems. As I say, I have no idea what I'm doing. I literally, like, I haven't logged in Genshin in 2 days. I missed so many like announcements. They also announced rewards or like gifts, I don't know how to call those, for 2nd anniversary. We'll take a look at those as well. Whether they, like, official, I think they put it in game announcements, so we'll go over those after I complete commissions and spend my resin. But yeah, there is so much to catch up. Fortunately, tomorrow is a free day, free of stream, free of anything else. I will be able to, well, catch up with my plans. Hopefully. So yeah, that's kind of everything that I wanted to tell. Nothing much. It seems like nothing much, but it feels like there is a lot more. I don't know why. Probably just because things are not going as planned. Like, and not just not going as planned, they are going completely other direction. Yeah, it causes me to, well, it confuses me a lot. So yeah, expect today a completely chaotic stream with no purpose, because that's what's probably gonna happen. Also, yeah, on the bright side, I guess I can say I was like blessed by YouTube recommendation god, and YouTube channel is doing pretty good. I missed first milestone because, well, yeah, no internet, no electricity, no PC, which was 1,000 subscribers, which I, if any of you guys, of those subscribers are here, I thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. I did not expect it to grow that fast, actually, really. When I experienced first shorts that, well, got some views, I set a goal. Like, before that, I didn't have anything planned, like, at all. I felt like I'm gonna do whatever's going on, and we'll see after that. But when I saw one video performing good, and like after that somewhat okay, I set a goal to reach 1,000 until the end of this year, which might seem like not a lot, but you know, like, I barely know what I'm doing. It was, you know, a normal goal in my opinion. But instead of that, I reached it in like 3 weeks from that point, and well, here I am. Again, thinking what am I supposed to do here? But yeah, I'm really happy that it works. I hope that at certain points, people, like, I understand that people from like YouTube, from TikTok, from shorts, I mean, this kind of content, are not, most likely they're not like long-term audience. They're just here to watch shorts. It's fine, but I hope that some of them will be interested in, well, streams, which I want to do the most and spend, I'd say, most time right now on, and come here. It would be really great. But yeah, it is what it is. I also thinking about, like, I'm slowly but surely running out of things to do with Sumeru, although there will be a 3.1, but after that runs out as well. I'm thinking about doing something, well, I don't know, interesting, unique. I have some plans. I don't want to like spoil any of them, especially since some of them might not even happen. But yeah, you can expect to see more stuff. I would love to, well, start doing it already right now, but like, I have to do other stuff. And I unfortunately don't have a lot of time to do that apart from the stream. So yeah. Also have I think I have all 5 condensed resin, so well, we're gonna be here farming for a while. Oh yeah, I remember now. Wasn't I building Raiden Hyperbloom? Yeah, I'm missing one. Either Circlet or Goblet. On site with Elemental Mastery. Okay.
Thank you for
yeah, I keep farming that domain up until the point I get the last piece, and after that, I think I'm gonna go back to building Chi-Chi. I don't know. I just feel like I need to build her. Look, I almost ascended her as well. I need, well, few of these. Yeah, and I have her C3. I need to use C3 Chi-Chi. I need to use C3 Chi-Chi. Why do I have her C3? Okay. So let's go to the domain. I forgot where it is. Is this one? I think it is. So what I know for sure though, today we're gonna be doing the last quest and the second last quest, this one. But this one is with, if I remember it correctly, it is with Tainari. So it should be interesting. Story quests, I mean, they're not always too interesting, but I think there would be better than just, well, random quests. Go there, kill somebody, go back. We'll see, I guess. So, have you guys seen the new characters? I mean, it's not like they announced them just now. It just, some people haven't even seen them before. So there's a new Hydro, two new Hydro characters actually. One of them being announced before and now only now, I think. That's not the point though. What is the point? The 4-star Hydro with shield and spear, I think. I'm not sure. The girl, I thought her name was Candace. Candace or Candice. But apparently, from what I saw, her name is actually Kandaki. What I'm basing it off? First of all, the origins of the name. I'm not actually sure what exactly, but they based that name on somebody else. I think some goddess or something. And that name is Kandaki. More of that. There are this name in other languages, and there is a strong K sound. Oh god. Which throws me off. I am not gonna call her Kandake. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't feel like doing that. It's so weird, like... Yeah, I understand these are like Sumerian names and they pronounce differently, but like it's so weird seeing this like inconsistency. Yeah, I know English also is super inconsistent, but like it's predictable consistency. Here it's like as if you're seeing completely out of language. Which is a bit uncomfortable in my opinion. We'll see. Never encountered that situation, so maybe it's not that bad. I'm pretty sure people will not call her Kandaki. So, I was thinking about what banner to pull on. And since Candace will be only on I think his name is Sino. Also because of based on what I saw. It's not Sino, it's Sino. I think, at least in the Russian version, it's clearly Sino. I guess I'll call him Sino. I was like in the beginning I was going to call him Sino, but I saw so many people like streamers and just usual folks call him Sino that I started doing that as well. I guess this one I will switch to Sino. This game a bit loud. Oh, I think I know why it's loud. Oh no. I was turning off the music in the game to record some footage for video. And yeah, when I turn it back on, instead of putting it to 7, I put it to 10. Well, bear with it. I'll turn it down later, I think. Also, I don't know. You know, seeing the girl on YouTube, I I can't help but think about, well, making more content there. And, well, I had some ideas, and I'm so disappointed to find out that these ideas are, like, not new. Well, they weren't new, like, at all. Of course, I saw them somewhere, but then when I found out that some people in Genshin are doing this already, and they're not, like, you know, only starting, they're doing it for a while. And I don't know, maybe just me, maybe I'm not supposed to, but I'm afraid that people will, well, call plagiarism and just, well, I don't know, just play on the hate more. It's always a concern. The thing is, I was thinking about, oh, interesting. I was thinking about doing like a series where I build the characters not like they are supposed to be built, you know? It like at first it came from the Bennett. I have Bennett C6, right? And it has Pyro Infusion. So I was thinking, what if I, like, you're not supposed to use him with Eula, right? Because, well, C6 ruins. Where is she? Here. C6 ruins her physical damage. But what if instead I build a team around Pyro Infusion and build Eula like a Pyro? I'm not sure if somebody did, like, exactly this, but that's where it originated from. But then I found I don't know, it like happened at the same time. I found a channel on YouTube. I think it's called like Quack and Crack, and there are like short videos about a minute long where he or she builds a bunch of stuff, well, like it's not supposed to be built. And yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to do it because, well, he is doing. Why is HP? If it's Elemental Master like with crit damage and just, I would be so happy, but okay. So yeah, again I'm thinking, the problem is, right now I have content to make, but first of all, it's mostly shorts, and it's fine. Shorts are great, and they're very good. Yeah, this is supposed to be salmon. A very good way to reach out to audience, because somehow people are watching a lot of shorts, and I started also recently. That's, I can't help it. So there's also a good thing if you didn't hear the news yet. It's YouTube are planning to monetize shorts starting at the beginning of the next year. You need to, well, qualify to be able to make any money on that, but it's like, I think you need 10 million views in past 3 months, which is a lot. Right now I'm nowhere near that amount. But I said it's been 3 weeks. I don't expect a lot, but like by the end of the year, I hope I will be able to qualify. But that's not the point. Like, money is good and all, but I doubt it will be like a big amount that I care. So I just I'm trying to build, well, I don't know how to characterize it, but like, you know, more structure, well, more, I really don't know. Strong is not the word, you know, just, as I said, like, community built on usual videos are usually a lot more, like, loyal, they... I hope you get the point. I don't know how to explain it. So the thing is, and also, there is a lot more freedom to do in videos than in shorts. And I don't want to be, well, always limited by 1 minute videos and those at vertical format. Vertical actually does make most of the footage completely unusable. Just because it's impossible. Is this? No, it's not that I need. There's no need. No, I mean, I'll lock it because it's the only one I have right now. But it's not. It's Sans. I already have Sans. Yeah, I want to do some videos as well, but I'm not sure what to do. And the videos I was doing, the funny stuff actually. In the beginning, I started making shorts because I saw that my videos are not getting like attention a lot. Like there were barely any views, you know. Like my very first video gathered like 4 views in the first month, and then like 10 more in the next month. And I wanted to advertise it somehow. And shorts was, as I said, a good way to reach out to people. And if I mentioned that there is a full video or like video with more information out there, some of them might check it. And well, it did work. Every 100th viewer checked out the video, which is cool. But you know, now it would be a lot better, really a lot better. But now I understand that those type of videos didn't work. I mean, maybe I was just unlucky, but it feels like they didn't work, and they're actually not bad. They're actually a lot worse than the quality-wise. If I'm focused on advertising, I'm focusing on what I told already in the video, and well, you know, it's not what I want to do. But yeah, back then, one shorts gathered like around 10 to 1500 views, which was a lot for me back then. Don't get me wrong, it's still good amounts. Like 1,000 out of nowhere when you're just starting, it's very good, even on shorts. It was my very first shorts and my third video ever, I think. I was extremely happy, you can't believe it. Just now realizing like the power of shorts in the right hands, which mine may not be? I'm not sure. It's a very powerful tool with a lot of possibilities, and 1,000 views is nowhere near what you can reach with that. I'll lock it because my Lumin has a worse one right now. So yeah. But then, slowly but surely, my video shifted into just interesting facts, and well, now they are all about it. So, what I was talking about in the beginning, I have a lot of content to do. There is a lot of facts, and what people told me. Well, once I reached 500 subscribers, I unlocked an interesting feature. That's a community post. It's a very good thing. I just... It's a way to reach to your audience. Not like actual conversation, but you know, it's a very cool thing. So I asked them what people want to see more. And it was between character stories, like from the past, because my first video that actually, not for a second video, and the most viewed video right now on my channel was with Ganyu's past. The story from Ganyu's past. And I was thinking, right now there are 2 types of videos on my channel. Characters past stories that are interesting in my opinion, and the second one is interesting facts. That is also interesting in my opinion. So I ran a poll that showed me that most of the people are more interested in character stories than in interesting details. So there are a lot. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of. I'm still on monster characters. I'm slowly but surely investigating what I can tell, and I'm mostly focused on monster characters. Right now, the video will be released like in 3.5 hours about Rosaria, about her past. I told him fucking about Lisa. I have fucks about Barbara. And there is a lot more. But eventually this content will either be too boring to watch or no, just not enough. The audience will reach its peak and there will be nothing else. I want to do more. I'm not sure what right now. I'm trying to see what other people are doing that have similar content to me. I mean, similar type of content. And apparently there are not a lot of people doing the same. People doing shorts with like telling something that people don't know, like I don't know how to call it, educating, I guess. There are like a couple dozens of channels that do that. And there are much more that do shorts about Genshin. And that's only those that I saw, right? So, okay, let me finish then. We'll go over rewards. I'm looking at what they do, and most of them don't really talk about like, well, stories. I literally never saw a single person, and I was happy. I really was happy that finally the content I came up with wasn't really taken by anyone. I mean, maybe it was, I just can't find it, but originally it was mine, and that's good enough, and that I'm not like... You get the point, okay, let's move on. And it seems like people are doing completely random stuff, like absolutely random stuff, and it's as long as it's somewhat catchy, people will watch it. So I don't know, I don't want to do just completely random things. I want to work, like put effort into it. I hope that the fact that I'm putting more effort in it will, well, I don't know, backfire and, well, result in growth. So yeah, I'm still thinking about new content. I'm not sure what it will be and when exactly, but I don't know, I guess you can expect in the next month something new. I'm not sure will it be videos or shorts. The thing is, I wanna do videos, but seeing videos that I put a lot more effort than in shorts performing so much worse is absolutely ridiculous. Like, if you saw my video about Hyperbloom team, that was good, but that's because it was a new team, and I guess so. I probably wasn't the first. I nowhere near first, but like I was among first people, and it was somewhat relatable topic, and a lot of people searched it up. So more than half of the views on that came from searches, and that video reached like 1,500 views, I think, which is good. That's for video. That's great. I'm more than happy if my video usual video reaches 1,000 views. But then I released another video that is basically what I'm talking about in shorts, but not in shorts, and it's like 7 things in one, and it was like video in 5 minutes, and that one has like 30 views right now. It's not gonna lie, I think it's the least views on any video right now. Oh no, I think Artifact Guide has less, yeah. You know, just not a lot. Like, seeing 30 after I put a lot of effort into that is devastating. So yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, let's go over rewards. Let's go back to Genshin. So, I already saw some of it, and I'm not sure if I like it. Remember what I was saying, what I expect to see, and they fulfilled only one thing. So, they given us again 1600 Prima Gems, which was exactly what they gave us in the last year. And yeah, people were okay with that because it's better than just, I don't know what they gave initially. I think it was 400 initially. People were like, they were still mad, but just accepted it. This is not enough. 10 wishes is not enough, and it's not all, but this is a beginning, yeah, I guess, but you know. For fragile resin, I mean, as a bonus reward, why not? These two, that's so interesting one. I talked about something unique, something new, just time limited to anniversary, and that is Cloud Retainer, the Mac device, and Jumpy Dumpy Party Popper. Those are devices that do nothing useful, but you know, just cool thing. As I said, like glider device, it's all good. That's I'm happy with. They're giving us something to remember about anniversary, right? But to remember about anniversary, there has to be something to remember about. 1600 Prima Gems is not enough. Next, they're returning daily login. Exactly the same with nothing. These rewards are nothing. It's not even fragile resin. Fragile resin at least something because it's like limited amount of limited resource. Yeah, more like hero weeds ores are also somewhat limited, but you don't need those as much. And that's 10 more wishes, which is, you know, cool to have, but this login event was everywhere before, just randomly, not only in anniversary, so I would say anniversary deserves at least double rewards or something. And yeah, like, overall, you receive 10 wishes, which is great, but other than 10 wishes, you receive 80,000 Mora, 18 ores, and 8 hero weeds. This is less than 1 day worth of, like, this is 20 resin, this is, okay, you know, let's round it up, not round it down. This is 40 resin, this is 40 resin, this is 0 resin, nobody needs ores, well, apart from people who do. This is less than this whole event, apart from wishes, is less than 1 fragile resin times 2. So yeah, as I said, I'm not expecting something ridiculous like free 5-star character or like 90 wishes. No, but I expect a lot of small rewards, as well something unique. And yeah, I see small rewards. I don't see a lot of them. Make this more like 300 or like even 500. Make these weeds not 8 but 50. Make something to people for people. So it matters. Like 500,000 of Mora will matter. People see 500,000 like, oh yeah, that's not something completely changing, but it's a really good thing to have. It's more than day worth of farming ley lines. 50 weeds, it's also slightly more than day worth of farming ley line. And you're like, oh yeah, I am happy. This is good. This is nothing. It's less than 1 ley line with condensed resin. So yeah. As they said, this is like first half of the anniversary. I hope. I have a suspicion that they're not actually preparing. I mean, they are preparing, but this is not because they want to, well, add more and more and more. They are piecing it in halves because, or maybe even more. I don't know how many parts there will be. Not because they're preparing something and finishing it, but because they want to see people's reaction on that amount of rewards, and if the people are satisfied with it, they won't give more. And if people are not, they will prepare more. I hope that's not the case. I want to believe that they actually care and they came up with more stuff already, and it's not debatable even. Because if it is, I don't want to be that guy, like, just arguing about rewards. Like, I'm happy to 20 wishes, I am, but like 20 wishes again for anniversary, 20 wishes and 2 devices? Because everything else is completely neglectable. So yeah, next one. I'm not sure how this will work. They apparently given us free Calais in free 4.3, which, well, most of us already have completed. Kind of like free selling. The thing is, I'm not sure if it's replacement for Calais in in the event, because you see, this event, I don't know if it's over. No, it's not over. 7 hours, yeah. This event was the one that gave us Calais. It gave us quest and it gave us Calais. So, because it runs out, people need to receive Calais other way. It's either replacement or we'll receive additional Calais. And I'll be happy with second one. Yeah, it's like, even if not, yeah, it's whatever. It's good for new players, but you know, for me it's nothing. This is dumbest thing ever. It's only good for people who, well, spend a lot of money. Because if you don't spend a lot of money, you're not going for top-ups. Because those are the worst way to spend money in Genshin. There's not a lot of ways. You can buy Welcome Moon, the best thing. You can buy Battle Pass, the second best. And, well, then you can buy this. But yeah, people who are not spending a lot usually go either for Welcome or Welcome and Battle Pass. This will affect only a certain amount of people, and I guess, yeah, I understand they want to satisfy the people who spend money, but I'm pretty sure people who spend less money, that's the majority, and they collectively give more money to whoever's than people who do top-ups. I might be wrong though. But yeah, this is the most useless thing ever. For big whales, it's like a nice bonus, but nothing serious. For free-to-play or near free-to-play players, this is nothing. So it kind of doesn't affect either side. Like, whales who are buying thousands upon thousands of these Prima Gems every single patch, like, what they can get? 6,000 more with one top up? Yeah, that's good, but like, it's nothing. I may be wrong, but you know, that's how I see. That's how I see whales. This, I'm not sure what this is. This is another event weapon. Event weapons seem to be usually good, but you know, it's just yet another quest. This is nothing with anniversary, I think. So only this and this are anniversary things. And as I said, if this is all they are giving us, they said it's like it's part 1. But part 2 might contain no rewards and they'll just release event and nothing else. So what I want to see, this is not enough. Like, I am happy that they're giving us something and it's more than last time, but like 20 wishes for yet another year passed? Really? 20 wishes is like, I don't know, it's like less than a month of playing with Welkin. It's... make it like 50, I don't know, 40, something like that. 20 is good, but like, for anniversary, really? It's like only... I don't know, maybe I am to agree, but like, that's what I saw. This is not... I'm not asking for more Prima Gems. Give me more free rewards, like more hero wheats. That's exactly what I need right now. Give me like billets, give me, I don't know... Would be good if I get a free 4-star constellation of my choice, or like just a copy of 4-star character. This won't hurt anyone, but it would make me happy without making me not spend. I mean, I would still buy Welkin even if they gave me a free 5-star. The only situation when I wouldn't spend money if they gave me enough to buy everything. Which is, well, of course, not gonna happen. But yeah, this is what is right now. I hope for... First, I still hope for event. Some interesting event. Not just yet another event of the kind where you just go somewhere, collect something, go... I don't know, go to the main, beat enemies. I want something new. Like, you know, hide and seek, something like that, but different, you know? Like domains, something interactive with co-op, maybe. I want something interesting, something anniversary related as well. Even better, you know, to remember the anniversary. I'm hoping for more rewards. As I said, like, wishes would be best, but I can hope for more wishes. 20 wishes is kind of the most they can probably go without hurting. mean, you know, even if they gave everybody like free 5 stars, it wouldn't probably hurt anyone. But, you know, 20 is good enough. I'm not happy with other rewards. I'm hoping for more rewards, I'm hoping for event, I'm hoping for more. This is not what I expected. I mean, again, it's better than previous anniversary. It's much better than previous anniversary, where they gave us absolutely nothing, just 2,000 Prima Gems. But compared to some, like, a lot of anniversaries in other games, even in mobile games, and like games that are similar to Genshin, those are far more. It's not just one login event and one sorry, second login event, basically 2 login events, and that's it. No interactable events, like nothing to participate in, nothing to get more rewards by playing the game. That's what I want to see, not just log in and give a bunch of stuff. I want to play the game and enjoy it, rather than just receive rewards by logging in. I don't know, that's my position. I'm not happy with rewards right now. I'm happy with wishes, I'm not happy with everything else. But the wishes are, in my opinion, wishes like 10 to 20% of all the rewards. But right now they're like more than 50. So, what about banners? Here. They're releasing Sino, they're releasing Cookie. With Cookies, adding Cookie in his banner, releasing Candace, and putting Sai also in. So, because of that, I was thinking about maybe try to build a PT on this banner. There is a slight chance that I get Sino, or early Sino, and this will ruin my Nilo. Because if I don't get early Sino and I instead get early, well, I don't know, Chi-Chi, that won't ruin my Nilo because I build a guaranteed 5-star. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to risk, but the thing is, I want Candace, I want Cookie, and my Sai I think is C0. This is a one of the greatest banners so far for me. But, well, I'm a bit afraid, because I really want Neo. They also announced another character. I don't remember her name, it was another Hydra character. I kinda want her as well. And I want get Kusanali. So I'm not sure. Maybe I will roll on it, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't like build up all the way to 70, but like stop at 30. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm still contemplating this. This is scary, but at the same time it's very tempting. The second one, completely the same but with Venti. I think if I'm choosing between these two, I'm certainly going for Sino. Venti is good. Venti is probably better in my account overall, unless Sino is completely broken. But like, you know, I skip Venti so many times, I'm doing just fine without him, and I'll probably be doing as well. Like, I'm more... If I'm choosing, like, I don't want to get either of them, alright? I want to skip both of them and go straight to Nila. But if I'm accidentally getting some of them, I'm more excited to get new character than, well, Venti. This is, well, not for us. So request, yes. So that's pretty much it. I don't know your guys' opinion on that, especially on like,
pets? They're very cute.
as I said, on anniversary awards. I don't know. There is no way they actually think that another 10 wishes and 10 on top will be enough. It's not about wishes. It's not about wishes. They can shut off all the people by just giving everybody like 50 to 90 wishes, and yeah, everybody would be happy, nobody will complain. What Katrina is doing here?
Traveler,
wait, is it actually where Adventurers Guild here? Oh. But yeah.
It is as you say.
It's not about wishes, as I said. Amount of wishes is fine. We don't need more.
To the safety of the Nvidia forests and
Also, like, why are they giving us just wishes, intertwined fates, instead of, well, yet more
seems to have become
Prima gems?
Contaminated?
You're like,
A new withering zone?
my only option
about the specifics.
is to get
Strange things are happening
a
to
roll
people
on
who
on a standard banner or on event banner.
Nvidia forests
So why do you even
won't
give
leave
me,
their homes so
well,
easily. If we
almost
allow
nobody
this
is gonna
contaminated
go
region to
for standard
expand,
banner, but like for those who do, just give them Prima gems.
unimaginable. That's why I want to ask you
But I
to
guess
investigate the
this is like
situation.
illusion of
Even
a
if
variety of
we can
rewards.
stop the contamination from spreading, that will still save many people.
This is forest business. Maybe Tainari will know something. Let's go find him.
Let's go, Paimon. Is it actually where? Oh, it is. Wow. I never saw. This looks so off. Such a small. I mean, not a really big one, but like, yeah, I'm slightly confused. Also, the thing, I did expect something more for. Well, if you were on the stream where I was talking about what I expect to see from Anniversary, I said that I expect more. And probably not me alone. The thing is, they did announce it not so long ago. I think it was like yesterday or 2 days ago, like somewhere around that. Somewhere around the days I missed. Oh, here he is.
All right, let's.
But I haven't seen a lot of people complaining yet. I don't know if people are okay or they haven't seen this. I hope more people on my side. Because like, if people aren't happy and they are actually trying to test us to see like if we want more, if they need to work more and give us more, which is very fucked up if they actually do. But well, if so, we need to show them that we're not happy.
This is where you've been, Tainari?
I'm not sure, like, if they have to, they can give us a free 5-star, really.
Keep your voice down.
But like, that's not gonna happen.
Sorry.
We can't get mad enough. People are gonna be satisfied with like just slightly more wishes and already go away.
Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy.
Boy,
I
where's she
didn't tell her
dying
because
from?
I was scared.
Also, I recently realized that
to
it,
be with me
like
anymore.
well, going through characters past, I realized that
That people turn into birds after they die.
some Genshin stories are pretty dark.
I
This
feel like I'm getting.
backstories are really. I'm still going through Kalei's story, and I'm pretty sure Kalei's story is also pretty dark.
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever.
Yeah, whatever happening in the game is nowhere near what can.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
I thought this kid is actually dying.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know.
They could have given us free Tainari.
Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a heap.
I know what would be great.
After I got out, I
As I
started
said, like
feeling
some discount on. You see, instead of refreshing top-up bonus, they could have given you a discount for like anniversary. That would be good even like for near free-to-play or like free-to-play players, like, if they consider buying
Anyway,
it.
Go rest.
Because they already have top-up bonus, and on top of top-up bonus they have discount, and that may actually be good enough for them to buy something. Instead of just refreshing top-up, which is not top-up bonus that is not even used.
How is my son?
He's dying, if not already dead.
Antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while.
I'm sorry.
I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him.
Oh, really?
His symptoms
He is dying.
resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to
I mean,
help
we
him.
saved Rana.
Memory
Maybe
serves.
we can do similar things.
Sunty grass can help soothe the mind. A small number
Call
grow
her
in
Nora.
arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water.
Also, I have no idea when 3.1 is gonna be released. I think it's in a few days, because
I'll ask the
I missed the announcement. I haven't looked it up. I really don't really care a lot.
Traveling gear for me.
But current event banners are already like
Alright.
off, and
Thank you.
there is an option to download the new version already, so, which I did. So I think it's either tomorrow or maybe on Thursday.
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different.
Another reason why I want to
Thing they have in common
throw a
is that
little
they
bit
aren't
on
this new
Sign-up
society
banner
at home in the
is
Abyssal
because
Forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
I need more. Like, the rewards they're giving is not enough, and I want more. I want more excitement. I want
The caravans
to treat
purchase
myself
some Vasanti grass.
by, well,
About the contaminated region.
doing gacha a little bit.
There's no
That
time to
brings me
waste. We have to move quickly.
that brings me happiness. Sometimes when I don't lose. Okay, where are we going? Okay, I hope this quest, unlike most others lately, will actually
Time to go.
show me Tainari as well, a person.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed. Now that's odd. It's my
I
first
need
time
to
hearing you
turn
say something
music
like that.
a little
It's
down.
a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently.
Let's put it here.
They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull together Mora to afford those parts.
I can't. I just not gonna lie. This whole that I saw about the
All
university
the
just
merchants talked it over and we decided
turned
to
my
raise the
all
prices of
excitement
our
down.
own
Like
inventory. Until this plan takes
I
effect,
can't.
None of us can privately sell anything.
I was enjoying everything so much, and then I
So
saw
long,
this and
then
like,
why not
oh,
think of a way to get them back?
oh. I was
Raising
waiting for
prices won't solve
anniversary.
anything. At best, you're shoving the
that.
consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in
Also,
experiences mental anomalies.
There was an event.
Waiting out here for the thief to come out.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm so happy that
Solution.
I decided to do all the events, to finish all the events
After stealing those mechanical
on
parts. How many
Saturday.
people were there in total?
So I haven't
Not
missed
affected by the
much.
contaminated region?
I missed
That crook came
3
from the
days, or 2
contaminated
days
region.
rather, of
As for
Welkin
how
Moon
many,
and Daily Quest though.
there
Well, I'm
weren't
not sure. Maybe I did log in.
No.
No, I didn't. No, yeah, I totally missed Sunday,
Even if I tell you, you might not believe me.
which is bad. Oh no, I did log in. I collected Welkin and I
Was a huge
spent 40
mechanical
resin.
crab.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know
The
actually.
Abyssal Forest has creatures like that?
Big mechanical crab. Oh, I want to see that.
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this.
Was I gonna see a new
Came out of
weekly
nowhere.
boss?
Before we could react, it swiped our goods
Probably
and
not.
ran away.
Also, where are my commissions? I'm almost done with all the quests. Is the commissions, Sumeru commissions, actually hidden behind this quest?
Stolen goods, then business will return to
Really?
normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs! All
Yay.
future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we
So, they
specifically
went.
got someone to assess the situation.
There happened to be Tainari there as well, so I kinda tried his kit a bit more. I think you can make him... well... a main DPS. He's a really shitty main DPS though, like...
That
He's-
mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain.
He can work, he can totally work as hyper carry. And maybe if you add some like more reactions there as well,
Research on
this-
mechanical life forms years
the
ago.
Dendrum as a main element is kind of like Electra's main element. You know, you deal a lot of damage, but you're not relying on reactions. Reactions are
Would've
just
thought
good
that
bonus.
robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical
I would
crab.
say
This is rough.
maybe like burning as an off reaction would be good. He also has like 2 or 3 shots, I think, after he uses something. Either his E or
After the goods
ult.
were stolen, I made multiple
So he has good burst
by
damage, but like
residents. It turns out
after
that
3
many
hits,
also
he has
involved
nothing else to do.
crooked crab.
And it's not like he needs setup. You know, Dendro doesn't need setup.
Only seems to be interested in
Compared to
shooting
somebody like Raiden,
an eye at other
who can be a support and
caravan
also as an
large amount of
off,
more had an
as a main DPS, she has like 8 seconds I think of attacking on field. Tainari has barely 3, maybe 4.
Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
So I think he, if anything, he can be used in. He's bad Dendro player, so maybe in quick switch teams, like quick swap teams, you know, swapping, pressing E, pressing ult, pressing E, pressing ult, and you know that way. Because I don't think his cooldown is a lot, but like again, there are a lot of teams that can do that.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been
Really
a lot
good.
of robberies lately. We don't normally see the mechanical crab.
It's kind
so
of
it doesn't
a
disturb
shame.
our daily
I really
lives.
like Tainari's design, and
It
Tainari's
only
personality
shows
is
up when
also
the
pretty good.
caravans are here, and it runs back to the
I mean, it's
contaminated
kind of
region
basic.
after
He's
a
just,
sudden
you know,
nuclear
this
attack.
good guy.
Tried capturing it?
But
We have, but
his
it's
animal
too
ears.
agile
I
and fast.
can't.
However,
can't resist
we did
it.
Unexpectedly learned something the
I
last
need
time we
him.
tried to capture it.
But I'm not gonna. Well,
It apparently
Full
lives
specifically
in
for
the
him.
part of the
But yeah.
forest. So instead of
the fact that
immediately
he is
moving
not that
spoils,
great
it
is.
hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
Okay. So. Oh. Are those all part of Caravan?
Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear.
The thing is,
Assuming normal
I know
operational
a lot
status,
about
the
Tainari
chemical
because I read
constructs
his
generally
like
act
character
according to
stories
your
and
given
stuff,
commands.
voiceovers. Because well, I was planning to do a video on him, but I'm not planning anymore.
Or the more
So-
you made, that would be the most efficient method.
I'm like more.
It only goes after mechanical components.
I understand more his character, his personality,
It's
because
really
in initial in game we saw him like for about an hour maybe, and he
So,
barely
we
appeared.
all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more
I
mechanical
expect to
parts
see his decisions, to see his
Yes, I still have a small bag of
communication
samples.
skills, I guess.
Taken since I keep them on me at all times.
Right now, nothing really is happening. It's just yet another quest. Yep, kill the
Under
crab.
constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far.
I mean, yeah, he gives me kind of the vibe of the character I know.
Contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components.
Also, there are apparently voice lines for deserts.
Capture it.
Desert is not even in game as a region yet. As a, well, not a region, but
Well,
you know.
chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
Apparently, Tainari cannot really handle heat, especially in desert.
This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this.
No, I do. I'll take whatever he declines to take.
Borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
Yeah, cook me dinner or something.
That offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter.
That is pretty serious and like professional.
Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
I don't know who to compare him with. I was thinking initially Jin, but Jin actually has that part where she loses her
Next on the agenda.
like determination or whatever you want to call it. When she's with friends, when she's on Golden Apple Archipelago, and well, then on the other hand, seem to be always the same. I don't even know. Who's the same? I think there is somebody, but I just can't. Maybe Ningguang? Ningguang seems a bit like it. No, my gun, you! I couldn't press anything. It triggered. Oh god. I hate when it happens.
Goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Ningguang gets a little playful sometimes.
Okay. We'll start from here and have the sumpter beast with the components on board lead the way.
Yeah, I don't know.
This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
Again, I'd say Raiden, but Raiden also like has her attack part. Well, Raiden Shogun is like this, but Raiden Shogun is not the actual person. It's A, and A is different.
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry.
You know what what I noticed? There are so many of these random materials that are like, some of them are on cliffs, some of them are in, whoa, are in water. It'll be a hell to build any Sumeru characters, really. Oh, these type of crab. Oh, we already saw those in Inazuma. This is white though. Is it different?
Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about? It's charging straight at us!
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry.
Strong. Be careful.
Don't worry. I'm also strong. Kinda. I'm out of.
Get them! Eat this!
It's fine.
Into the wind.
This is not even strong. What do you mean? Man, I understand you have shield and stuff, but like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know how to counter that. Oh, I can't kill it.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab!
Yeah, tell him, man. Can you actually understand us?
Gum won't save you! Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
Yeah. I don't think they can talk. Do they have an AI? I think they're just attacking anything.
I'll search around the
Like an actual good AI. Not see the target attack it. I don't think any ruined machines
I don't know
do.
why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you.
Yeah, so give it back to us. Let's talk himself into. Oh,
Any objections?
I already talked about it. This game more and more looks like just the child movie,
You came from the depths of the contaminated region,
the
right?
kids movie. I meant.
How about you help us with something?
Yeah, just talk with your enemy. Like it's a brainless machine. Just kill it.
It reacted!
I mean, maybe it's not the best idea, but like, isn't it something you should at least consider?
Its excitement may
Instead of
be a
talking to
simple
it?
programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
want the crowd to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a
Don't
large and
fight, make
tightly
friends.
perimeter, so it would be difficult
I
to keep
can't.
up
I
the
can't take it
thorough
seriously.
If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Paimon gets it now. Does this scuttler understand what you're saying?
Probably not.
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us.
How
I
did
gave
how
to
did it
you
make
voice
it that it's not
definitely
hostile?
Take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack
Oh.
us, we can simply follow along.
Yep.
It
I
seems to be
agree.
really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood?
Is he testing?
I'm not sure.
Probably.
But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return.
I
But
mean,
before we do, we need to set up a few traps.
grass should be our priority. After all, there we are saving a life. Isn't that your job rather than like returning caravans stuff? I'm not sure. Like returning it, I don't think it's Ranger's job. I think it's somebody else's.
Next on the agenda?
What? Like, don't you have like people like these? Mercenaries to protect you on your way? Don't you? If it's dangerous, why? Hey!
Oh!
Yay,
These
two
are the parts
parts!
that were stolen! You really got them back for us!
Yeah, now you give me
Thank you
grass.
so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about
Yes!
the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
All the stock, or everything. No. Give us 2,000.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
I'll take it.
I've already received a reward from you.
Reward?
You know,
You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
this
Those parts are very
this guys like Tenari who are not like accepting gifts. Oh yeah, I mean those are great people, but like I would never be one of those.
We're even. Oh, and
Like
before we go,
I don't want to put myself in an awkward situation when I'm not receiving it, and when people actually want to well, give something to me. And also, why would I? Like, if they're saying something, it's
Noted.
and expect me to refuse. That's on them. That's their fault. And if they don't, yeah, why don't I just take it?
Sooner he'll start feeling better.
It's not like I'm talking to dumb people who don't realize that, well, giving me something will make them not have it and probably like lose some money. Yeah, they do. They're not stupid. They just want to say thank you. Accept their things. Oh yeah, it's my duty. So whatever. People probably are getting paid and paid more, so like it's your duty and you did it on like
Follow the
for friends. Oh, you know, that also reminds me. The thing is, so there are two types of relationship, I guess, in friend. When, well, let's say one of your friends has a business, right? As long as it's like professional business, and I ask for something like professional, I would be happy to pay for it, right? For like full price or maybe even top on it, because well, it's my friend. I want to support their business.
Oh, hi there, Traveler.
But if it's something like something
Master,
I don't know, like daily routine, when I
do you need me to help grind the
ask my friend to
No
move,
need.
to help me move,
Dosages required
then I
this time.
won't consider
I'll
like
do it
paying
myself.
because well,
Oh,
they ask me the same stuff, like do something, and I don't expect something from them, right?
once
But
I'm
if
done,
I'm doing a
I'll
job
give
for
the
them,
medication to the child.
in that case, yeah, it's different.
He gets a little
Get the
nervous when
point.
I'm around for too long.
So yeah,
I don't think he finds me very approachable.
like if
I'll go prepare
you're
an
helping your
invitation.
friend or like your family or your family friend, and they like want to pay you, they thought they consider what you did a job, and they would pay, right? Like sometimes it was in those situations when they want to pay you and I refuse. But it's because like some of them
Oh yeah.
don't understand
Yeah, I
how
didn't tell you that
easy
Phoenix
something
invited
is,
me.
and
He told her everything
it
about the toy.
it happens especially a lot when you're like a
Wanted to thank you.
programmer, right?
Can I ask what happened?
Like I can fix some
It's
problems easily
If you
that
prepare a
that
traveling
people
hero
need
soup,
specialists to do for them,
course I
because
did.
well, especially older
Are you going
folks,
somewhere
they
far
are
away?
not very good with PCs.
Yes, we're going to the contaminated
So
region.
yeah, they
Just
can
because
ask
it's
like
size, we will likely have to stay overnight.
me or well,
I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
like other the like,
But I can't
parents or
begin to
grandparents of my
compare
friends
you.
can ask me to do something and I
Many
can do
things
it.
are learned by
Those
doing.
like take me
Once they've
barely
been
a
done,
few
you
minutes,
realize they
and
weren't as
for something
difficult as you
that
once thought
easy,
they were.
I wouldn't dare
Deal with
take
problems
anything.
as you
Like no, I
yourself
mean,
see fit. You don't have to emulate.
if they want to pay me with dinner, yeah, I'm sure I'll dine them. But if they want to pay me actually with money, no, I won't take it. Like it's so easy. It feels
Take care of yourselves.
bad doing that, especially if I was like already there.
You'll
Right.
understand the reason for this excursion
It doesn't
once we
take
arrive
time,
at the
so
contaminated
as long as
region.
it's super
You
easy,
put too
I
much
don't care.
confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things
It's
will
also
likely be
very,
like this.
very
Let's
sad
pretend
how
we find
older
that crab.
folks need to call specialists and pay them. Actually, those take a lot. Those take a lot of money for like even simplest tasks. Also, what I feel very uncomfortable when I'm doing something which is like work but not really, like I don't have business, right? I don't have price list, I don't have anything like that. But when people are doing that and ask me like, oh, how many do I owe you, and like I don't know, just like give me whatever you feel like. I don't know. I can't really charge my friends how I charge people I'm working for. It's just not the same. Like I would accept reward, but I don't demand anything.
Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
Yep, it did. I see something there. What is that? What is
The
it?
traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here.
It just disappeared. Oh, here it is. Hey. So it actually did wait. It's here.
You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned.
Yeah.
As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe.
This mechanical part seems so small compared to this crab. Yep.
Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I
Don't
want
we
to
know
see
where
what
it
happened
is?
there. What caused the Avidya forest to become like this?
Withering? Yes. Poor Dainari. He actually does want Forest to be like good. He's a really altruistic person, which usually they don't survive in this cruel world.
So this is
That's
the
why you don't
kid
see a lot of
making that
people
everyone's been
who are
talking
completely
about.
selfless, because they just can't.
Definitely looks different from normal.
But yeah,
It's like
the only
suffocating.
way to survive being completely
Not
selfless
feeling well at all.
is being too much worth for society, I guess. So you're like so precious that they are afraid to lose you if they like overstay their welcome, I guess. And that's exactly what Tenari is. He's so smart and so impactful to everything he does that
Good. It's as I predicted.
people don't
Elemental
want
power
to
can first
lose
create
him.
resistance against the contaminated
He's a
region's
forest ranger,
influence.
and he made so much impact on forest, more than any other
Entered the
person.
contaminated region
And they
for a
don't want to
proper investigation. I've conducted
lose
quite a
him.
few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. how are they different from normal?
I saw a lot of those brighter, yeah.
This flower species is formally known as the Sumeru rose.
I saw these, but I couldn't interact with those at all. Is it because I haven't completed this quest?
Sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of ley line activity in the surrounding area.
And that
From the
means?
looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
Does it mean some are
Think
withering?
contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
Okay, maybe all of these roses are actually just part of the quest. Or maybe I can collect them. Okay? Okay, no, oh no, I didn't see exactly these ones. I saw the bigger ones that are somehow connected to Aranara quest, I think. My bad. I confused them.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which is probably the root
I'm not
cause of
sure
the
why
patient's cognitive
Tenari and like these forest rangers are the ones that care, the only ones that care about it. Aren't people from Sumeru City are supposed to also care about nature around them?
Like how plants
It's not like
preferred growth
Rangers are
we
another
also
faction,
gradually
right?
habituate
They
to
are
our
also part
surrounding
of
environment.
Sumeru.
Climate, temperature,
So why?
humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people
I mean,
live under
maybe
these
they did the
conditions,
impact
their
by
nature sort of
arranging these forest rangers.
homeostasis with their environment. This
But like,
equilibrium is
can they
broken
send
when the
more
surrounding
resources?
environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies
I understand
to
it's not
react
that
in
easy.
abnormal ways.
You can
If
spend
no
more resources
fluctuations
everywhere
occur,
because you run out of
then
resources.
our
But like,
bodies automatically
why
adjust.
Tenari is the only one?
The average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they fall ill.
Yep.
Then why are we okay?
Because we have vision. No, he has
I'm not
vision.
sure why you are, but she and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt to this kind of change. Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy.
Paimon is like a god or something for sure.
Of
course it's not affecting. Like Brain Raiden here, you think she'll die? No.
That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open.
There are so
space.
many theories
The
about
one
who
best side.
Paimon is. I see so many people are convinced that Paimon is unknown god from the very beginning of the game, which Traveler and it seems pretty convincing theory, not gonna lie. It just, I don't know. I mean, at this point, it would be too easy if that's the case. That's the only thing. You know, if everything adds up too good, you
Environment,
suspect something fishy.
target parameters, normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
I think she for sure is connected with something.
Purification device that I made.
This creature is too sketchy. Did you know that Paimon actually disappears not only in-game, but like, it's not only in-game mechanic, she actually can
I
disappear.
wouldn't mind if that would actually
I think I
work.
already talked about it. Never mind, it's
Unfortunately,
fine.
once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluence, we'll need to tackle the source.
Oh god, sorry. I'm just my teeth. Is this the quest where we arrive at where we see the vision we saw in the very beginning when we, well,
That's right.
fall asleep with some kind of drug? No, the one with that talking tree,
Acting a little strange.
the last will of
Something's
Greater
approaching.
Lord Rokadevara.
So
Hey,
that's it.
crocodiles!
Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly.
Those
Don't
not
let them get close to the
they are not
purification device.
monsters, they are animals. Do you know how? Can we just leave them? Are you supposed to protect nature? Why do you want to kill animals for no reason? They're not like threat or anything. They're just returning, they're not attacking us. I mean, they are, but they didn't come here to attack us. They just... If you leave, I'm pretty sure they just stay here. I'm not sure. Oh, there are more! Those are not white, though. They're usual.
Let's hurry and keep up.
Yep. Let's hurry and keep up. Ah.
The mechanical crab went that way. Let's keep up.
This is bad. I'm coming! Okay. Nothing drops. Okay. Hey, hello. What happened?
Spare me. Please spare me.
No.
Hey,
Refuse.
okay?
Kill him. Okay, maybe don't.
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
Superficial. I think it's in word to describe.
Who are you all? What happened to those mechanical monsters?
Kill them?
Don't worry, we took care of them.
I'm not sure. Is Dainari like a popular person? People seem to not know him at all.
Good.
He's like the... I mean, no. He's not the...
Monster! Hurry, attack it!
He's the main forest ranger, but he's a big person in forest rangers.
Krabby here.
So I guess whoever knows
It hurt you shouting
people
for help.
in forest rangers should know Dainari as well. So I guess people just are not really aware. They know forest ranger exists, but they don't know people who are
Maybe it's gonna partner
who work in
up with the
there.
mechanical monsters and kill me.
No, nobody needs you, Jazar.
Forest. It's all crawling with mechanical freaks. I just can't
I need to see that
get
giant robot as a weekly boss. I need to see that.
Almost died. I gotta get out of here. Oh, yes. Yes. I have to escape. Be careful. These mechanical life forms are up to no good. It'd be best if you stayed far, far away from them. No wonder the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms. Those
How do you
should be
ban?
annihilated.
How do you just ban exist? I mean, ban creating new ones, yeah, but
Indicate psyche disruption.
the old ones are already getting
Inside the
destroyed,
contaminated region for too long.
and nobody's really building new ones.
Purified the ley line energy over there.
Banning
Follow
them
this path out and
doesn't do
you'll
anything,
see the
unless you just, well, completely go on the campaign of eliminating
Someone
every
bring him to
single one
Cloud
of them.
now. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal.
Expecting?
So you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward?
You didn't do anything! No!
So hard to understand.
Alright, regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time.
Wait, what did
That's
he
why
do?
I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it?
Is it eating it or just, well, stacking it?
If not, well, make sure to hang on to it.
It brought us
Going through
here.
the owner's mind when he made you, I wonder. You're like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the inside. And also,
Does this thing actually have mind?
you feel
Is it self-conscious?
in saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms.
It doesn't understand a thing.
Definitely doesn't understand you.
Yep. You saw that
It
question
seems
mark
like
in the
it
end?
possesses limited understanding only towards matters related to mechanical components.
Now I also don't understand
Help
you.
others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for why it, or rather its owner, is collecting so many components, I'm not sure.
This is not the usual
It's getting late.
ruin guard
So
for
let's set
sure.
up camp for the
Why?
night.
It has like
Let's go
better,
further tomorrow, after a night's rest.
has better steel. It has like white parts, wherever they are.
Hey, over here.
Yeah, where?
Come on, you big lummox. Raise your
Oh.
head. Look up.
What if somebody does look up? Does it not trigger? Probably still that, but like, okay. Oh, the others. Okay. Oh, I love them when there are playable characters as like as NPCs.
Oh, any particular reason?
It's a bit weird to say playable characters and non-playable, but you get the point, you know. This is the usual.
We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
Yeah, for a very primary reason.
Wrong. But the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below.
What water vapor
Rainforests
does?
are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer.
It doesn't do anything but making. I mean, it's still bad if it's making you just uncomfortable. But is it actually just dangerous or something?
Paimon a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can.
Okay. Save us out of the fire.
You can use rushes
I used to have so many problems with starting a fire, but now if you just give me some logs, well, not the giant log.
Is that they produce a lot of smoke.
I mean, maybe even this giant log, which is not like a solid, I can probably start a fire. Even without like, well, tools. I'll just break some stuff. It's actually not that hard. I don't know. It just at a certain point I just understood how to do that and like, started. I was so surprised that so many people don't know how to start fire. Like I never taught. Nobody never taught me how to do that. I mean, I got like basic knowledge, you know, just put stuff, put flammable stuff in the beginning, like at the bottom, and put fuel on top and like light it up. But it's not that easy. And it's like a few easy concepts, but the other day we were doing barbecue with friends, and there were like 7 of us, and yes, on Paimon, yeah. And I and another guy were just just leave it. I mean, we weren't really happy that we have to, but like we can just start fire with logs and do that. But others were like, no, let's go buy coal. And like, what the hell? Why do we need coal? And like, yeah, coal, and you know that liquid that just starts fire. And like, why? Like, do you not know how to like start a fire? Like, no. Okay, we will. And they, for whatever reason, didn't believe that we can start a fire, and then they still went to buy coal and the liquid. So we started fire, and well, they still put in coal because without that, we actually have to put more logs than that tank could fit. So yeah, to speed things up, we just added coal in. But yeah, like liquids kept. We kept it close. It just it's still there, I think, outside, I guess.
Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then.
So yeah, in short, it surprises me how many people actually are unfamiliar with some basic stuff. Which, no, not with basic, but like what I consider as easy as basics, they just don't know it. It kind of makes me think, does like starting school actually help you with some stuff in life? Like a lot, I mean.
Because of the ley lines? It's been a while since this was like when we just...
Why does Paimon need to like fall asleep? Can he just disappear and go wherever? Where Paimon is when she disappears? What kind of realm she goes into? Why nobody addresses? Were you not sleeping?
Earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? You have to maintain constant.
Actually, I am also a little sleepy. I think I'm gonna finish this.
If you can't stay awake, it's okay.
Weston probably will be it.
Really?
I said I'm still a bit lost where I am. I'm still like getting the hang of it. But still, I'm also a bit tired. Not sure why.
It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner.
Who's the owner? It better be somebody we know, not just another random person.
Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin
Oh,
of
it has banned
creatures is very
research.
suspect. Topics related to mechanical lifeforms.
Why did they
were
do
popular
that
and
though?
spawned
Aren't
out
they
for a
like a
time.
center of
Some
wisdom?
of my juniors had also thrown themselves into
Or
such
whatever.
research. They proposed an intriguing
Just research everything?
use
Is
our
it
knowledge
that
to
dangerous?
create a new and practical
There's so
lifeform
many of them out there in the
to
world, why?
conquer nature.
Like,
However,
making some new
no
ones
matter
isn't
which
gonna
modules or
change
parts it
anything.
solve, a machine
Well, unless you're
with
creating
a
something
construct
completely new.
receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms.
I mean, not
In this
never.
pursuit,
Right now,
consider
yeah, they
the
can, but maybe in the
differences
future.
between mechanical and biological life forms.
It's hard to mimic the brain, but
Researchers
it's not
perform
impossible.
unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward.
I mean, yeah, you know, the
Maybe
the
this subject will
forbidden
be unbanned in a few years.
forbidden fruit is sweeter.
That's a difficult question to answer. I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes.
Why so?
It's just my personal opinion.
And yet you
My
decided to kill
ancestors
random
and Lucas
animals.
Shimon
Okay, yeah,
coexisted
totally get
together
it.
and supported one another. The blood of my people were born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life,
Is he a
you must first
vegetarian?
respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity.
I'm just
and knowledge
trying to
should
understand
not
his
be wielded like a
point.
scepter.
Is he like protecting everything fully, or he just appreciates nature, but like
Why I left the academia.
also understands like the cycle of life and stuff?
What kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions?
I mean, I understand why people banned it, but like, imagine if people right now, if scientists were able to like raise special people, like actual people, to just do experiments on them. Yeah, it's completely unethical and immoral, which, well, I do agree. But if that ever happened, medicine would just, and not only medicine, a lot of stuff would just go up. Yeah, it's hard to speak again. It was skyrocket, basically, because, well, doing experiments on the final subject, on the target subject, I mean, it's a lot better. But like, yeah, because of moral stuff, it's, well, not.
Really? Well,
But you can
that-
prohibit everything. It will slow progress completely.
Coffee? Did you prepare this for us?
You made coffee?
All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power.
Can't even use it. I think it's just collecting stuff.
All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. Leave it with her. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Oh. I see. He was patrolling while like he was on watch while I was sleeping and was I forgot it's not quite safe. I forgot he's a ranger and he like understands it. I don't. I'm no ranger. I'm never gone camping.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the
It's cold in the cube. It can do that? Solo watch duty, yeah.
Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next.
You better. If we get eaten because of you, yeah, I will eat you.
Quick question. Do you feel off at all?
No?
Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
It's still a bit hard for me to, well, understand how
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame.
how everything works here, like the decent stuff.
From last night.
It seems like they can't
Protect the
reach
ecosystem here.
the source in one day. They need several days. But for us,
Let's
we don't even need one in-game day, right? We can easily travel from here to, I don't know, whatever. Here, within one day easily. Within 1 hour day, real time. And wow, Paimon is also here. Several ways.
Alright, now that the fire's out, we just need to pack up the cooking pot.
Is she giving us just advices what we need to do? Cool. I like it. I like seeing Paimon.
Alright, it's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines.
It's fine, we can handle them.
The ley lines will
Probably.
also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
Okay. Yeah. What contain? I remember that I got a new circlet for Lumine and I forgot to put it in. Not circlet, new sands. Because yeah, you see this sands is useless. It has just some flat attack and that's it. I have this one, yep. This has at least crit rate. Already better. Let's see. Double XP. I haven't gotten double one. Oh. It's double HP, but it also attack and it went in attack. If one of these HP went in crit rate, it would be such a good piece already, but like... Now... It's not that great. I'll still upgrade it to plus 20. That's a shame though. Yay, double. Oh, more attack. Attack is not ideal, crit rate would be better, but you know, like 20 substats, I guess is good enough for now at least. Okay. Where are we going? This place is already investigated by me, right? Yeah, I think I explored it. And probably collected everything. I see some arrows.
The more mechanical monsters that appear.
There's like one. Okay, two.
Everybody stand nice and spicy.
One with nature.
It's not really more. It's like one. No. Really have to go all the way around. Okay. Oh, there's a third one. Oh, and the fourth one. Okay, I guess there are more. But where do these machines come from? It's very weird. Why there are so many of them? Who built that many? I remember we saw a factory in Lyria, but like here, or maybe there's another one. A domain, finally. You know, they rarely give us opportunity to try out characters outside of the main. I think it happened with Ayaka. Somebody else? I don't remember. So yeah, they mostly don't really give you opportunity to play them outside. It's really bummer.
Ready yourselves. We're going in.
Going in! Is it not in the main? Oh, it is. Do I need all of this? I hope not. Give me a second. I just remember something, a video idea, and I need to write it down because I'll forget about it. Yeah, what I remembered about the character story quests. There is one that was changed after well, some time. There was a Mona quest
Looks like there's no way
that's,
Let's
well,
take care of them quickly.
I think this was the first one. But the thing is, there, by the time it was released, it was the first time we met Mona in game. The very first time. But now, we met her a lot of times, right? Like, through the other events, and maybe not even events, maybe something else. So yeah, right now, it's different because, well, we met Mona before. And yeah, I need to write it down. I'm writing down a lot of ideas, and not all of them are making it.
Leyline energy is spilling out
So yeah,
from here.
but it's better to have, you know, like excessive amount of them than not enough.
Extracting energy from the ley lines without end.
Okay?
Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
Terrible! We have to stop it!
Abyss again?
Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
Yeah, they're probably not
Standing there is
here.
equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
I would suggest breaking it, but it probably won't work and make it even worse, so...
We can't leave you here by yourself!
We'll be fine,
If
probably.
there's no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
Maybe it's not trapdoor, maybe it's just hidden. Oh! Hey, he found something.
You know where it is?
Oh, what? It was just illusionary? Okay, good. Hey! I like how they make it seem serious. Oh, I see a common chest. But in reality, it's like nothing really.
Keep up.
I mean, like, you see, nothing really happening.
Did you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
Okay. Oh, I saw this guy. I saw this guy.
Taking Leyline's energy. Turn off that machine now!
There is a video on YouTube. This guy on thumbnail saying like the saddest quest in Genshin history. That's what I saw.
It's emaciated.
I hate.
but his eyes are sunken.
I hate when
Likely
people do
from
that.
chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here?
Is this machine trying to save him somehow? There's no way it's
Almost forgot about
intelligent enough to, well,
Here. This is the last one.
to actually build. Is it like, is it collecting mechanical parts to save him?
I'm not sure.
There's no way machine built all of this,
This
or
place is a
even like
laboratory.
maintaining
We
it.
should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely. give
Isn't
us
this
some
guy
clues.
dead?
So let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Okay, let's try. I'm actually curious. Let me see. Maybe it's not too bad that I saw the thumbnail, because now I know it's saddest.
This place
Self-proclaimed
is a natural hiding
saddest.
spot with how hidden it is.
It's
Pipes
cool
continue
layout. So I actually pay attention now, instead of well skipping over.
Did you two find anything?
No, nothing, just a tube.
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years
Is
ago.
this guy in coma for 2 years?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records
There is
experiments and
almost no
consolidates the
way
final production into a tape.
We can awaken him.
However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold
Yep.
on, let me figure out how to play the tape. There. Ah, okay, this should do it.
This is such a small detail, but like,
Kakata?
yep.
Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone?
Who's Carcata? Oh yeah, that's it.
There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia.
Oh.
Oh? You're also quite happy.
Is it like Hariko?
Do you know what we're about to do?
Oh no.
Yes, I thought not.
This is also not about real Tainari, but you know, I guess I good enough.
That can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood.
Such a shame. He was working on it and then it got prohibited. Oh.
Inspiration from the ruins.
Wait, but if this guy can create a mechanical brain, he must be a genius. It's super complicated.
When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a
Among Us.
machine, but a truly living being.
Yep. It's gonna be hella complicated with laws though. Imagine if he creates like
Will understand. One day, you will understand.
you create a life which is, well, not just a human. What the hell are you supposed to do with that? You can't just enslave them. I mean, you can, but should you?
That researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
Banned research. Oh, it was after it was banned.
I know a
Okay.
junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
Yeah, but it's not about age.
But academic progression isn't.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I finished my
Tainari-
studies a while ago, so
Tainari
subsequent
is
students
superior.
considered me as their senior. Of course,
Is it the
it can be
news?
an issue. For
To
a
you,
while,
Paimon?
people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That is.
Tainari is actually super smart.
Let's go and see if we can find
Some may
a
say
paper.
that he's like wasting his potential just being a forest ranger. He's super smart. He's not like on Lisa's level, who was like the best Sumeru graduate, but he's pretty smart, you know. At his age, he easily graduated from academia, but like, you know. The thing is, like, working as forest ranger is not a lot about thinking, although he does think a lot there, and well, it's not
That's quite the
wasted.
time gap.
It's just weird
happened
when
in
you're
the
like studying as a scientist and then you just go for forest ranger job. It's
rare that you
Yeah.
malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters?
yeah, I think it is. I think it is like Hachiko. Do you know, guys, Hachiko? It's a story about a dog that lost its owner and was waiting for him to return from the job for like 20
You can't
years.
understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right.
That was
Try moving
the
around.
saddest movie in my like. I mean, my taste changed throughout the time. I first watched that movie when I was like 8 or 10, and oh boy, I cried.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Carcata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that
The thing is, I'm not a big fan of drama. I don't like being sad. Like, if I have enough bad things in my life, I don't want to.
you're always saying things like
I don't want to see more of them. But yeah, those really are some emotional
us talking with each other.
trainers.
Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died.
So yeah, this is the thing. Like, this guy did create a somewhat intelligent form, but he didn't realize that, and this intelligent crab is like trying to save him. I think that's probably
So despondent
what's
that he
happening.
gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person.
Yeah, I mean,
Still Carcata's broken parts.
That is a very relative thing, so like... Oh, they're talking about Leyland thing. Yeah, I don't think it was him. It probably is a crab, which is kind of weird because the... Did you see the crab? Its mechanical parts probably can't even like... Can't really assemble anything, can they? This story has a lot of cutscenes. I wonder why they make me like move all the time. Can't they just show me everything in one big cutscene? I mean, I see that they're showing us like the change throughout the research, but like...
Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Okay. No, I guess he was the one collecting this stuff.
I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts.
Oh, so he did succeed
Or if one of your parts is
after, okay.
prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts.
I mean, this thing is not that hard to make. I mean, it depends. It depends how he made.
Officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on.
Yeah, he was the one who did it.
Mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimpted saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata.
Is he dying because of these ley line extractors? I think, yeah, I think. He sounds older, but not a lot of time passed.
The machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing...
I mean, you can't really judge this guy. He had a dream and he's chasing it, right?
I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and
He's...
I've been working my absolute hardest to augment
His glasses look very ridiculous, though.
I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata.
I mean, that
I wish you could speak to me.
that really is far away from like fully intelligent life form.
Yes.
What he did is possible. It's not even too complicated. A lot of people can do that. Program like basic commands, like basic instincts as he calls those. If he made like a neuron system, like you in your brain, that's a bit more complicated, but still possible. But if he gave just, you know, the stance that's just procs command, it's not hard at all.
Place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus.
But it's really far away. We can do that, but we cannot simulate brain. It's too hard. We can emulate it, but like, you know, not make a real one. He cut medications from expenses? Oh. Did he die? Yeah, because... Oh! Oh, he cared about... Okay, he cared about it. Huh. It is sad.
Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what
Did he bring somebody else to shut down it?
In the end, it's just like the academia said.
So he like created...
Mechanical life forms only bring danger. Research.
Create a mind without knowing it. What a shame. It's a different kind of drama though from Hachika. It's not about like a pet losing its owner, but it's more about how he like he was not only he wasn't just close to the answer, he did get the answer, but he didn't realize it for so long.
Life form.
Such a shame.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatui's unexpected death,
There is a
the
valve.
mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
So Karkara was different. It was the one that that guy created. Okay.
I don't understand. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machine?
Because it's intelligent.
Karkata is different from the other machines.
Yeah, his build different.
Similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui,
What a shame also, like,
only a machine with these
a world
features
lost
could
this guy
consider
just
mechanical life
because,
form.
well, he got, like...
Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted
As I
research.
said, like,
But if he
imagine, this is
slowed
super
down
hard.
saw Karkata
And
as a friend
I
instead of
think
an experimental product, he would have known.
this Sumeru should be, like, near our world level of, like, technology, maybe a bit more. It's still far away from creating an action line. And, like, if
You'll see in a
if your AI can make the decisions you didn't program it, that's self-learning already, and that's already by itself pretty hard. But if it can do these hard decisions, like... Okay, it takes so long to charge twice without the buff. But yeah. If it can make decisions by, like, bring people here to shut down the machine that his owner, his master, said, it is intelligent. You can't say it's not.
It feels like a maze.
I mean, not really a maze, but like, where are we going? Oh, I can fall. Wait, I was supposed to do something here? I don't get it. What? Oh, there is a way up. My bad. Yeah, this looks very weird. What are these bubbles? Huh? No. Where? Oh, I'm okay. I might have fell. Yeah, let's use Kazuha just in case. You know, I want to use Tainari for immersion, but no.
This is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
Oh, I do need to jump out.
Wanna try jumping down?
No, I missed. Okay, let's see how Tainari works. Like, look. It takes even a lot longer than Ganye's, right? But if you do this, 1, 2, 3, yeah, each E gives you 3 charges, and E has like 10-second cooldown. 12. Yeah, you see, charging this twice without buff is just just ridiculous. Nobody would do that. And these multipliers are not even that great. Like, you get like 2.5 times the amount of damage if you do the charged one. That's a good enough amount of damage when you, well, when you do it with buff, but you have to have your elemental skill up for that.
Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they thought in Inazuma as well, and then some like memories appear from there.
Let's head back.
I'm not really worried. I'm curious about what the hell that that entity is right now. Like, oh, another common chest. It's intelligent machine. Aren't you supposed to like investigate how he did it? It's a big jump in like science, isn't it? Oh, see, is he dead? That's sad. Oh, is he trying to repair him? Oh no. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, I can't. This is why he was I mean, yeah, I kind of realized that he was I thought he was gathering it to like complete his. To complete his order, but yeah, in reality he's trying to say it's kind of the same thing actually. But the thing is, I can get the. Oh no, he's. It is kind of the Hachiko thing, but like, it's a bit different when I see like a small cute dog, or like not small at a certain point, but like, you can't let him die, no. It's a bit different experience, but yeah, still.
So, Karkata has been collecting
Hello, Pastor. That machine just gave him a fried egg.
Kata is unable to understand the concept.
If only it helped.
However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts
How
with
did,
them,
how did you let it die?
and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
It's not really a child. I'd say you can compare its mind to like some simple animals. Simple animals' brains, I mean. As I said, like dogs, maybe cats. I wouldn't say, I mean, maybe child, yeah. They kind of live with instincts.
If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will.
So if it evolved, he actually did more than just the basic stuff. Instincts. I think it was self-learning AI of a sort. It still glows.
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts.
They can probably revive it.
It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line
I can. This is so that because like it doesn't have happy ending. I hate when stories do that. Like it dedicated whole life to, well, saving its master, but like we can't do anything. Well, I did not expect this. Not today, anyway.
Traces of ley line energy are still in the
Okay, but are they gonna just leave these machines here? I guess not bad, but it's still like pollution.
Moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale.
Didn't Kale treat me?
According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back.
Yeah, including
research materials related to mechanical
Karkata.
forms will be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
Really? I don't. What do you mean?
Return first. I'll take care of things here.
There's no way they lose such an opportunity. Yeah, it's forbidden, but like it's such a great discovery. You can't just. I mean, if the Nari doesn't tell them, they probably will just disassemble and yeah.
Yeah. Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. We can discuss matters
He's trying to
tomorrow.
do something sketchy, I think. We'll see.
Oh, and don't talk about Abatsuri. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
Alright.
I mean, Tainari is not a very lawful guy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all of this. It's like, I mean, it's just a sad story. There's nothing I can do, really. There's nothing anybody could do. It's just a shame that it ended like this. Like, I would more appreciate if its owner wasn't dead. Like, it was like in super weird coma and still hasn't died, and we can save. But like, you know, not really happening because the machine itself dies. But you know, like, its efforts didn't go in vain. But like, right now they did, kinda. Do I have to complete another one? No, I probably just need to talk, right? It's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to do another quest. I'm not sure how long that is. I mean, probably half time.
Time to go.
We'll see. I think this one is not very long. At least I hope so. Catherine. I also heard that Catherine appeared in 3.1 trailer, which I think she like died or something. But like she isn't a human, right? She's most likely. Oh wait, what? I didn't listen. Did I complete the quest itself? Oh! I just need to report back. Oh, that's good.
So the contaminated region turned
She's a robot for sure. Who created her though? This is like an intelligent mechanical form for sure.
Be able to make an announcement
There's
to the
occasional
residents to resume
errors
their normal activities.
every here and there.
This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Oh, so I guess it's not really a big discovery if Catherine exists. But
going to be sent back to the
if I'm to guess, it was like Rokadevara or something of Rokadevara's level who created Catherine's, like God's level, so I don't think people can do the same. At least not now. So yeah, I guess for usual people, it was a good discovery.
Paima really wants to go right now, but Kanari said that. Alright then.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm on the other side actually. Like, I understand that like you're connected to Karkara, but for society as a whole, it's such a great opportunity. We can't just let our emotions decide, can we?
How are you feeling?
I'm great.
We should go find Kanari.
So yeah, again, this story is it's not really about Tainari at all. But we saw Tainari enough, I'd say. Like, more than... This story is better than the last one I did, which was Yelan's story. Yelan's story was as basic as it can only get. And like, it showed... It showed so little of Yelan and her like decision making on new ones. Here it also didn't show a lot of, well, Tainaris, but at least yeah, there was a closer one, okay. But at least the story itself is pretty interesting. I mean, it's just emotional, I guess. I as much as I got affected, I wouldn't say it's a very interesting story. It's just a very emotional story. I'm not a big fan of those, as I said. It doesn't make it any worse though.
Keep your voice down.
It feels like abusing, like you're abusing the thing that easily makes it
Has a strong anti-convulsant effect.
good.
Can be made into an anesthetic powder.
Oh yeah, what about the guy, the boy that we were trying to
Particularly
save?
potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
Didn't you forget about? Oh, you restored him. But it's like, it's what I said.
I told you all to keep your voices low.
You are the one who are
Words aren't a
screaming
full
here.
noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
Oh.
Didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
I mean, keeping it alive is even better for science.
The Academia's policies.
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine. I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia,
Too obvious of the plot twist, but sure.
Products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata.
Oh.
During my
Yeah,
time at the Academia,
it was
I
obvious that
took
it's not
the
dead,
force
but
to
like,
Spartamon. Who knew it would prove
I guess
useful
it's
someday?
kind of a
We then
plot
buried
twist
our
that he
cage.
didn't report to Academia, but
After organizing the research materials,
Ah,
I
fine.
kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia. So what do their policies have to do with me?
Yeah, as I said, he's not a lawful
I am the forest
person.
watcher of the Avidya forest.
Yeah, he's
I have a
an...
duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has
He's kind of
meaning.
against
And
Academia, if
Karkata is no
anything.
exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
This is a very hard topic, actually. Like, artificial life and, like, the actual life. Are they equal? Are they? The problem is, I already talked about it in in the Detroit stream, which was scuffed as fuck, but, like,
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain
the thing is,
Akata's
if
efforts to repair
people
Avatuma
who are inventing this
left behind a
know
small
that
portion of his research,
every artificial life is gonna be just, well, a new life and the same rights as any person, most of them won't do that, because, like, what's the point? You're inviting them not to create your life, not to play gods, but, like, to make something useful, in most cases. Yeah, some people are attracted by just, oh yeah, I'm making a life, but not all of them.
By the way, I'm not interested
So yeah,
in continuing research on this subject.
you spent so many years in
because this place is relatively secluded.
making something useful, you spent a lot of materials on that, and then you just abandon it on its own life.
What do you think?
Kind of like a parent. Being a parent, but you know, you get the point. When you become a parent, you're, from the beginning, you know what that's gonna happen, but when you're a scientist, no, not real. So, this is a shame, like, we probably won't see either of those two here once they teleport, which, let's see. I would like them to add... Oh, that's what it meant. I was so confused what this place is. Okay, so it's... the characters. Oh no, there are people. Interesting. I would like, however, us to just put random characters here and there so we can, well, actually see them. Look, they're not here anymore, and they're... Oh, he is here! You know what? Okay, you know, that's good enough for this. I would like to see Tainari somewhere, like, random in the open world, but even the fact that Karkata is here is still... I thought it's gonna disappear. It's not... It's pretty rare for Genshin to do some world-affecting changes. But it's not... It's not impossible. They already did few of these. Sometimes even commissions affect the world. And that's great. I love when it happens. I love when you see and it can actually affect the world. It's not like local in the quest. It does something. You see the consequences of your actions. That's great, isn't it? So you see, I'm still missing a lot of quests, but I have no idea where they are. I'll probably find them eventually. Let's go to bounties. Oh, cryo damage. That's bad. Okay. Let's change the team, since it's invulnerable to cryo damage to Hudaos. I'm thinking about rebuilding Hudao, but if I am to rebuild her, I need to either farm a new set or farm more emblem, and I don't want to farm new emblem. Emblem is Hal. Eventually, though, I'll have to go back. What the hell? I was talking to... No! I wasn't talking to you. I just happened to be waiting. Okay. Hello. Why have so many of them? Is it just a cooking ingredient? Or can I actually use it in somebody's ascension? Because if so, that would be really great. Oh, reputation. Level 3. That's great. So, I think now I'm officially done with all the quests I found so far. As I said, I'll probably find more while exploring. But I'm not planning on like looking for those on purpose. I need to go down. Where? Oh, I see you.
Rain outlines your fate. No,
Probably this should be enough. I don't think I need Yelans. Okay. It feels so good to just finish with all quests, and right after, just soon 3.1 will come out, and yeah, that's great. That's how I would like Genshin to be for me. Just as soon as I complete all the new content, more content is released. It's usually not that way. It's only like 0.0 and 0.1 they release new content, and everything else is just usually minor updates. Not a lot of like Arcane quests. I should say like less, really. It's such a dumb word, but I can't help it. Just a part of my regular speech at this point. I'll try to hold myself off. Okay.
With the wind.
Such a complicated route. Why do... Oh. 5 of those, really? And I have 13. It always feels so bad when they ask you for something rare. In Nazuma, it's Sakura tree leaves, or whatever those are. Petals. I have so little of them, I need them to awaken Ayaka, I think. And each time giving 5 or 10 even away. So just cracking my heart. Soon I'll be able... Oh, really? I'll be able to collect wood with new summer device, imagine. Wait, what the hell is that?
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
I tested putting Diana right before Gani, like the same, like here, but instead of Sinchu, well, you know, from bottom to top, Bannett sandling Diana and Gani, and that works a lot better. I don't know, for whatever reason I thought that Diana's shield lasts a lot longer, so it can protect my supports and then protect Gani for enough rotation, but no. Diana totally needs to go after. That team performs so much better. I don't know what I was thinking. Because supports don't need protection a lot, really. It's invulnerable to Pyro, so I need to change it back. Great. I like that they added so many teams. At some point, I think I'll just fill up all 10 slots with random teams I I come up with, so I can use all of them. But at this point, I'm not really building teams, you see? I'm back at the point where I'm building characters. I was doing that before I was thinking about Abyss, but with Abyss, I focused on 2 main builds, main teams, and I built those. And once I finished that, I just decided to, well, go back to building whatever characters I feel like building.
One with nature.
All hail.
Also, you know what? Recently, just today, I think I realized that there are some 4-star weapons that you cannot get outside of wishing, weapon wishing. That's so dumb. Why? Like, you can get every character in standard weapon banner. Well, apart from new ones, they are usually added later. I understand 5-star. Yeah, you can get 5-star character in standard banner as well. Not all of them, I mean. But you can get every 4-star, literally every, and even some more that you can get in event ones. The standard, Kaya, Amber, and Lisa. Okay. Yeah. Right now it's very easy to level up it. It's kind of a shame that these just giving you such a nothing really. Like, this is kind of useless for all the people who are using interactive map, but I guess you can not use it. In that case, it's not bad. This is interesting, but like, I don't know. It's also kind of a shame. It could have been better. Rewards could have been better, but you know what? It's fine, I guess. Oh. So yeah, I just needed to do this to get some marrow. Huh. Okay. But yeah, I know that. So many of Mondstadt for whatever reason. Haven't even... Yeah, why do I have so many? I haven't been doing Mondstadt a lot.
No touching.
I mean, it's a good thing. Just better do a single charge, right? Did you know that Gani charges first shot faster than other ball characters? Her double charge actually takes about the same time. With... I got ores. I got like completely random this time. Oh, it's fine. Okay, so do I need something else? I think not, right? Can probably end here. Let's go over the mains. Have I completed everything? No, I haven't. Oh, I actually haven't completed a single one, have I? No, I completed this one, and I completed another one here, I think. Yeah. And these two were locked? Maybe. Yeah, let's leave them for next time. If 3.1 won't be released till next stream, which I highly doubt, but in case, I probably will... probably will blow my resin at last. Where? Oh, yeah, this. Just farm, and farm some more. How close I am? Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to go to Serendia Pod and collect everything. Oh, also, in weekends, because I didn't want to spend my condensed resin and make more, I just farmed some bosses to ascend characters. Kind of like Miko. I ascended her. I was going to start sending Chi-Chi. I want to make all of them. Oh, yeah. I started farming for Eula. And Condolences. These are... I don't want to collect them. But you see, slowly but surely I'm collecting them. So, I want to upgrade those to 8 out of 90. Like, even if
you wish to hear it.
Even if I'm not really upgrading them all the way to 90, I just still want them to be 8 out of 90, so I feel like completed at least by Ascension. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 and 5, and 5 as well. Everything else is... Wow, I have so many characters. Oh god, with new characters. It's such a pain to build all of them. Eventually, maybe. Eventually. I started doing this weird thing, like when I'm breathing out and then I start talking when I'm breathing out for whatever reason, and it makes this weird sound. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I can't help it. It just happens. But I hate it. I don't know when it started and why. More importantly, I never used to do that, but now it happens like it's...
If you ever...
Okay. I need to check how close am I to...
Certain that we will meet again. Some corner of the world.
To level 10 friendship on Yomi. Must be pretty close. I wonder, what happens if you just remove all the characters? Oh, I need more. All the characters from Serenity Pod and just give it all to one. Does this friendship get spread? So if you like leave one character, it gives him more, or it's equal for everybody? You know, kind of like in the main. So if you complete the main, it's the equal amount of friendship no matter how many characters you used. So that's why doing it in co-op makes you lose some friendship. Let's buy this. And Lotus Seed, why not? I'm not quite at the point where I care about cooking. I may end up there eventually, though. That's good enough. Hey, how close am I? Oh, it's super close. I'll have to change Yomi very soon. I'm getting closer and closer to Friendship 10 on everybody, but there is Dory, there will be more characters. Call me. Don't worry, eventually we'll get there. So yeah, I guess let's end here. It's been almost as long, almost as long as I planned. But not very short. I mean, it's still short, a little bit, like 20 minutes short of what I usually do. But as I said, kind of needed, and there's not much stuff to do. I don't want to just run around doing nothing, just exploring. Not today, at least. I need to go to the very end. Yep, that works. So, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming streams. So, next time I'll be streaming on Thursday. You can always check the schedule on the schedule tab or below the stream. You can also find there a link to my Discord server and YouTube channels. Be sure to check those out. And as always, see you guys next time. Bye bye.